People underestimate President Trump's intelligence at their own peril. He might be new to the world of politics, but that doesn't mean that he can't utilize the skills he has so successfully deployed in the world of business to make a major difference in national and international affairs. And he's doing it. It is also important to note that you cannot intimidate the man. He is utterly impervious to verbal attacks, and simply will not back down. His signature nicknames he assigns to people who annoy him absolutely delight his political base, and are clearly designed to get under the skins of his opponents. His latest designation of North Korea's young dictator as Little Rocket Man is a classic. Kim Jong-un's attempts at retaliation are pitiful in comparison. This is not Mr. Obama with whom Mr. Kim is picking a fight. All those sycophant North Korean military leaders shown standing around him clapping just look silly. Does anyone really believe that those men who had top military positions, who enjoy all the perks that come with those positions, really respect this spoiled brat? And to take it another step further, are they willing to commit suicide by starting a nuclear war with the United States on the orders of this punk kid? Or would they prefer to continue their comfortable lifestyles at the top of the North Korean power structure? Well, he's going to get his opportunity to display his fortitude and ability to command the leaders of his nation very shortly, at least in an economic battle. President Trump has concluded to destroy the North Korean economy, thereby pushing the nation to the brink. To do this, the president has signed an executive order targeting North Korea's trading partners. The idea is to cut off funding for Kim Jong-un's nuclear weapons and missile programs. With no financial assistance, North Korea cannot function. Via Fox News, President Trump signed an executive order Thursday targeting North Korea's trading partners, calling it a powerful new tool aimed at isolating and denuclearizing the regime. The president announced the order as he met with South Korean President Moon Jae-in and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. He said the order would help target individuals and companies doing business with Pyongyang. Specifically, he said it enhances the Treasury Department's authority to target those conducting significant trade with the regime, including by sanctioning foreign banks. It is unacceptable that others financially support this criminal rogue regime, Trump said. He added, foreign banks will face a clear choice: do business with the United States, or facilitate trade with the lawless regime in North Korea. That did it. Certain nations now have a very unpleasant decision to make. They are going to take a hit economically no matter which way they go. Given the power of U.S. financial institutions and the influence the U.S. has in international finance, North Korea faces a serious problem. Mnuchin said the executive order authorizes the Treasury Department to suspend U.S. account access to foreign banks that knowingly facilitate significant transactions tied to trade with North Korea. For too long, North Korea has evaded sanctions and used the international financial system to facilitate funding for its weapons of mass destruction and ballistic missile programs, Mnuchin said. No bank in any country should be used to facilitate Kim Jong-un's destructive behavior. According to a fact sheet provided by the White House, the executive order issues a 180-day ban on vessels and aircraft that have visited North Korea from visiting the United States. Sanctions as a political and economic tool aren't without significant impact. The problem has been 8 years of an administration that did not enforce its sanctions. Rules that are established and ignored by the party who established them causes everything else that regime says to be subject to ridicule, right? If Mr. Kim and his happy, smiling, clapping generals think that President Trump will respond to violations of sanctions the same way Mr. Obama did, then they are terribly misinformed. Or just simpletons. It would be better to think that they are not that stupid, and that they realize the noose is tightening around North Korea's neck. Are the generals ready to go all the way for Little Rocket Man? Or are some of them of sufficient influence that when push comes to shove, Mr. Kim might not turn out to be as powerful as he is portrayed? Watch the intrigue, as this one is far from over. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe to my channel.